Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for these individuals, these youth, these adults who are giving up their time in the summer to serve you, Lord, to serve you and to serve the community of Lancaster, South Carolina. May we bring light to those who need it, those who've been experiencing poverty, those who may not know you. Allow these students, these adults, the opportunity to physically, literally be the hands and feet of Jesus, Lord. That through the repairs of these people's homes, helping um, that physical need, Lord, that these people start to open up to that spiritual need, the need of knowing you, the need of growing in their love and worship of you, and hopefully one day becoming a believer in you if they aren't already. Thank you for each one of these individuals giving up their time, their treasure, and their talents to help the people of South Carolina. May we all be an example for you, Lord. In holy and blessed name, pray. Amen. All right, y'all. So couple things I want to do with y'all real fast is kind of introduce who the adult leaders will be for the trip. Since Little McPherson has not decided to make their appearance into the world, I will not be coming on the trip. So the leaders for the trip, Drew Prentice will kind of be the overall lead as far as like on the youth side. We do have a staff member, Carrie Koenig, is going as well. And then we have Jonathan Jones, Jeremy Kroom, Matthew McKinney, Mark Stroop is going with the college students who will also be there, and Elizabeth Romero. So those are the adults that are going. And then on the college students, we have Levi Rogers, who's on the call as well. Josh Sasa, I'm probably butchering his last name. I'm close enough. And Connor Sill. So those are the majority of the adults that are going, well, all the adults that are going on the trip right now. All are background checked. All of the regular adults have been DMV checked. So with driving the fleet of vehicles down, everyone is safe, covered by insurance. So there's no worries with that. The construction captains, we have 5 that our church is representing right now. Drew Prentice is leading a ramp building site. Jeremy Kroom is doing a roofing site. Drew Prentice is doing a ramp building site. Matt McKinney is doing a roofing site, and Carrie Koenig is leading a painting site. So right now, Crossroads represents almost half of the construction captains represented in Lancaster. As of right now, my understanding is there is about there's about 150, 200 people that are attending the mission trip. From my understanding, we have one of the biggest groups and the most construction captains that are represented. So Crossroads fashion, we're swinging for the fences on our first outing. So way to go, guys. And Drew Prentice just jumped on. So those are the leaders primarily for the week. What I want to do now for those of you who are on the call is verify the work sites you have registered on there. Clark's, I'll just go ahead and jump with you all since I have you first. Shiloh, I've got ramp building. Yep. Y'all can just put thumbs up. I'm getting those. Let's see. Zoe, I've got you for painting. Okay. Koenig's. Hallie, I've got you for painting. Reed, I've got you for roofing. Ben and Sam. Ben, I've got you for ramp building. Sam, I've got you for framing, general construction. I mean, we can still put you on a roof.
No.
You put him anywhere you need him.
All I know is Matt McKinney's roof is supposed to be one of the most, or not Matt McKinney, Jeremy Croom's roof is supposed to be one of the most difficult ones. So Sam, knowing that you're an A-lister, you may get drafted to that site. So, sorry. I have no control.
He's crying, so I love it. Humble him.
It's all right. When he's out there, he'll be crying tears of sweat. So, all right, Levi, I don't have you on a particular side, just kind of filling in where you get in, right? Got it. Croom boys. Let's see. Where are you? Harrison. I've got you on ramp building. Got it. Blake Jones, I've got you on roofing, and Callie Jones, I've got on, I believe it's painting. I assume that's correct.
Hey, Trevor, this is Jeremy.
Yep.
It totally cut out when you said what the Croom boys are doing.
I've got both of them for ramp building.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yep. I'm assuming Blake is good with the roofing and Callie is good with the painting.
Yeah, they're good with that.
Okay, and James Willis, I've got you on the roof as well.
He's good with that.
Okay. And then Caitlin Joyce. Let's see, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. I've got you on painting, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. And which Anna is that?
Anna Otto.
Anna Otto, I've got you on painting, correct?
Yes, and Kaylee's here too.
And Kaylee, both of you on painting. Perfect. Way to knock it out. All right. So since that, I mean, that's most, well, not most of y'all, but almost all y'all. Oh, and then Caden and Matthew I've got on ramp building, but not on Drew's site.
They're good with it.
Okay, good with that. All right, perfect. All right, most everyone I've confirmed with. The only one I didn't really get a confirmation on was Lucas Romero, so he's just getting in where he fits in. All right. So hopefully by now y'all have seen it, but the packing list, I know there was some questions with that, with the packing list. Big thing is depending on what type of work site you're on is kind of what type of clothing you're going to want. The big thing, I mean, t-shirts that you do not mind getting destroyed. If you have old ones that are a little snug or you just don't mind getting rid of, or not Amazon, Walmart has like Fruit Loom ones for $4, $5. They're great. I think some guys who've been on many construction sites, they're wearing long sleeves. That's personal preference. I'm not that style. I'll be honest. What I typically do first day on work sites, I get there and I right at the seam, right on the inside of the seam, cut the sleeves off. You're allowed to do that. And I use the arm sleeve as a do-rag or sweat rag during the week, help keep you cool. That's just something I've learned, and getting that nice cool breeze does kind of help. And if you don't want to get a full farmer's tan, but that's something that y'all can do. It's personal decision. Pants, there are, you cannot wear leggings, and leggings, kind of. You can kind of get away with it. Shorts are a no-go. Just because this is an active construction site. Even if you're on painting, you could be outside painting on somebody's house. You may not have the luxury of being inside an AC. So you want to wear pants. I've seen plenty of people bend down and they've caught a nail or something, and thankfully the pants caught it. Otherwise, it would have been in their leg. So I do recommend it. There's a couple different options you can do. Again, Walmart, cheapest option. They have like Wrangler pants. They're flexible, but they're still super tough. You can get Carhartts. They have a couple other different types of construction style pants in the men's section, even in the girls section. Or you can get unisex scrubs. Honestly, that's one of the best things. Typically, they're cheap. They're very loose flowing, and they're still going to protect your legs. So that's just something I've learned along the way. But again, that's personal preference, how you want to do that. Also, one of the things, protect your feet. Don't wear brand new shoes, brand new work boots, and don't wear Crocs. If you wear a Croc, you're definitely going to probably end up in the emergency room getting a tetanus shot or something, because a nail is going to go through those things. It is not fun. I've seen like fake construction Crocs that have like even a metal plate or metal toe box. Don't get them. Don't take the risk. Wear actual sneakers or work boots, but make sure they are well worn in, not brand new. So otherwise you're going to be getting blisters and you got a whole world of problems then. Work gloves. With most of the sites with painting, you don't really have to wear them, but for the roofers, as well as the ramp building, you can wear them. The roofers, I especially recommend them. And if you want to get some mechanics wear ones, these work great. I splurged and got the impact ones, but those work perfect, especially for dexterity on the roof. Because if you haven't been on a roof before in the middle of summer, about 3 p.m., your boots are going to melt. So you're feeling that with your hands. So it gets warm. Hopefully at 3 p.m. you have done your work for the day and you won't need them. But that's just something to know about. I'm going to try and send y'all with some egg crates. That way you can cut them up and sit on those, lean against those while you're on the roof. That way you don't have to worry about them. Bandana or cloth, keep you cool, something like that. A hat, I recommend, especially for those of you outside, a good wide brim hat. And if you want to wear a cowboy hat, perfect. But I'd recommend not a wool one like that. Standard, just regular everyday hat works fine. But you want to protect your ears and your neck from sunburn. We'll send y'all down with plenty of sunscreen, but you will get a nice little tan out there unless it's raining every day. That is something to be mindful of. Also bring your own Nalgene or Hydro Flask, whatever you want. Just know it's going to get banged around, painted on, something like that. But a standard little water bottle is not going to do it. You're going to be gulping down water while on these work sites. You can bring your own tools. We're trying to send you a few basic tools. Each work site should have the tools that you need for that work site, though. On Sunday night, there will be a tool exchange so you can get as much as you need. If you want to bring extra stuff, a 5-gallon bucket from Lowe's works perfect. And everything I need in there. Speed square, I'll send y'all with some. For roofers, cat's claws, these things are lifesavers. Hammer, measuring tape, stuff like that. Just make sure whatever you do, mark your tools. Because one thing I've learned in the Marine Corps and other mission trips, gear adrift is a gift. If your name is not on it, someone else will take it. So put your name on it, mark it somehow, spray paint it, highlighter green, just something that identifies, hey, that's mine. That way somebody else doesn't walk away with it as their new best friend. And then you're out $25-$30 or something. So just something to be mindful of. Mark your tools if you do decide to bring some. Any questions over packing list or anything?
I have one. My boys are like, please don't say anything, Mom. But quick question. So after the workday, is there a chance for them to go back and like change into shorts and t-shirts and cool down and that kind of thing? So they do need some summer type clothes as well.
Yes.
So
on the you muted because I'm getting it. So I got you. So on the list, it kind of shows, where is it, closed for free time, which can be worn to worship. So kind of the daily schedule is you'll wake up 5 a.m., 6 a.m., around that time periods, depending on what work site you're on. You'll go to your, go have breakfast, go to your work site and your construction clothes. Then when you get back from your work site between 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, somewhere in that time span, you'll have time to shower, change into normal clothes. You'll have free time to kind of hang around Covenant Baptist Church. You'll have dinner, and then you'll have church group devotion or a group devotion time, as what I think the schedule's showing right now. Then worship, and then actual church group devotions, and then bedtime. So yeah, just, I mean, one pair of normal clothes for the day or the night, and then work clothes for the day. I'll be honest, this may seem a little interesting for some people, but I take the same pair of pants and wear the same ones the entire week. No matter how nasty they get, probably by the end of the week, they're gonna be standing up by themselves. It's safe space and you don't really have to worry about it. You can pack more clean clothes if you want. Everyone's gonna be nasty. It's something that I've learned. You can bring a second pair if you want to change out on Wednesday, but it's just an idea to think about. Any other questions about the packing list? All right. Also, only you can bring a cot, but only double XL air mattresses, just due to space. So if you want to bring linen, sleeping bags, whatever fits that, as long as it's double XL. If you want to sleep on the floor with a pillow, I think Sam, you did that at United. If you want to do that the entire week in mission trip, good on you. But y'all may want to go ahead and get a chiropractor appointment after that week. That's just something to say. So going into the schedule, kind of hinted a little bit at what, oh, Anna, you got a question?
Yes. Where will we be sleeping?
So y'all will be sleeping in Covenant Baptist Church. It's a church a little bit bigger than the Wake Forest campus, not quite as big as Millbrook. They do have a gymnasium, which is where I'm assuming you'll have some free time, as well as most of your meals will probably in there, your breakfast and dinner. And then as far as sleeping arrangements, y'all will be in separate classrooms. So girls will have their own separate rooms. Well, not individual separate, but as a collective. So Crossroads girls will be in this room. There may be one other church group in there, not for sure yet, especially since we're one of the larger ones. But it'll be like Crossroads girl in one room, Pittsburgh Baptist Church in this other room, United Day Fellowship in this other church or something like that. So it'll be separated out is the game plan right now. So you will be separated from the guys. So you don't have to hear the guy snoring, even though I do know some girls snore. But that's something that y'all just have to figure out on your own. Any other questions? That answer you, Anna?
Thank you.
Okay. They provide cots. We have you have to bring your own air mattress. If you don't have one or it pops, yes. Earplugs. I will have another order just like we did at United. I'll order another giant thing of earplugs. But we'll have extra air mattresses because without fail, someone's air mattress during mission trip will pop, whether it just naturally pops or there's shenanigans going on and people popping each other's, which nobody does that. Or if one of the bigger high school boys sees like a little middle school boy and says, hey, let's make you fly using the air mattress. I'm not saying I've ever participated in that, but I've seen air mattresses pop that way. So that's just something to be mindful of. Will we need to provide ourselves with pumps for the air mattresses? If you have one that's got it built in, kudos. Everyone's going to be jealous of you. We will try to have plenty enough electric and manual pumps to be spread. But if you do have one and you want to bring it, that's perfect. Everyone's going to try to become your best friend real fast. But if you don't have one, we'll send y'all with plenty, or someone else will probably have some. Trying to think, is there anything else on there that may? There is going to be a free day on Wednesday nights. You will need money for that. We're trying to find a place right now that has plenty of options to eat, as well as money for potential lunch back on Saturday. So those are the really only times that y'all should need money, unless it's like a random snack, or if there's a vending machine at the church, or if you can convince your worksite boss, hey, let's stop at Sonic on the way home so I can get a nice little frozen treat. I mean, that's up to y'all and your worksite boss to decide that. Some of them, they're nice enough and they just pay for the kids, especially if they have like the church credit card like I typically did. But that's up to the worksite leaders. And then students for mission trip can keep their cell phones just for safety reasons. But if they become problem, they become the leader's phones, and they won't get them back. No gaming systems, no tobacco, vapes, drugs, other paraphernalia. Multi-tool knives are okay for this type of trip, just because they can be used on a work site. That is okay. However, again, if they become a problem, they will be taken away. So outline for the week, Saturday morning on the 15th, y'all are to arrive at Millbrook campus, the south entrance at 9 a.m. If you're a little bit earlier than that, perfect. We're just going to try and get all of y'all loaded up in the fleet of vehicles. We have 3 vans, one U-Haul trailer being pulled by a truck rental, and 2 personal trucks. Hold on, trying to mute you, Jonathan, getting some feedback. There we go. Okay. There we go. Maybe. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. My computer's getting a lot of feedback. So we'll have the 3 vans, the trailer, a F-250, and 2 other personal trucks that I believe Jonathan Jones and Drew Prentice are driving down in their personal trucks. So there should be plenty of space for luggage, tools. Again, just make sure you have all your tool stuff marked. If you do decide to bring some, the leaders, they may be bringing more specialty tools, knowing what their work sites are. So students, y'all shouldn't have to worry about it. Students, y'all don't need to bring any of your impact drills, regular drills, circular saws, jigsaws, none of that. You should be fine without that. And if you want to bring a little giant ladder, perfect, but keep an eye on it, because those things are gold money on mission trips and they will be taken. So just keep that in mind. But as far as the schedule, so again, 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, try to arrive a little bit early if you can. Have eaten breakfast before you arrive and bags fully packed. We'll load up everything. We'll do a quick debrief for the week in the starting point room with all of y'all. I believe the final count is there are 35 of y'all traveling. So that's a good sized group that is going down to Lancaster. Honestly, other people told me that we wouldn't be over 20. So the fact that y'all broke 30, almost 40, it's really exciting for me. So just, yeah, kind of excited for that. But back to the schedule. So let's see, hold on, pull it back up. So Saturday, y'all will leave. You'll do check-in at Covenant Baptist Church by 2 p.m. You'll unload bags. There is a potential for a leaders meeting that night. So kind of students, youth, you'll have kind of run of the mill right then. There should be a potential worship service that night. Again, we won't know that until down there. Now, that morning, there will be worship at the host church at Covenant Baptist Church. So I would recommend bringing one pair of maybe nice jeans, maybe a polo, nice t-shirt, something in that ballpark. And whatever you wear on Sunday mornings, wear that. I don't think any of y'all wear anything too crazy on Sunday mornings, at least that I've seen. So that should be fine. Now, I can't guarantee they may be anti-hat in their worship service. So that's just something to keep in mind. Sunday worship or breakfast worship, lunch, and then you should have a team meeting and hopefully a work site visit that afternoon to kind of get a basic plan and prepare for the week. And then a worship service that night. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday all kind of be in the same schedule with the 5 to 6, 6:30 wake up, breakfast, work sites, lunch with church group devotions. Our college students, the 3 college students, they are going to be leading kind of a work site church group devotion during the day, during y'all's lunchtime. So that's one thing with the college ministry that we want to really reinforce this year was them kind of starting to lead that next generation. So they've all stepped forward and saying that they're going to help lead discipleship process. So they will lead the lunchtime devotions as well as another time in the day that I'll get to. So you'll after lunch, you'll finish up on your work site, return to the house. I'll refer to it as house. Around 2 to 4 o'clock, shower, free time, dinner, worship, and then church group devotion time. So you'll break out into your individual churches, and then, okay, 10 minutes is fine. And then you'll have the college students will then kind of break out further in church group devotions and take out some of the groups to further discuss kind of where they saw God in that day, their experiences, and I think there is some programming that they're working on right now. Wednesday schedule pretty much the same, except that the second half of the day will be a free day. Working with Mark's Troop on the location right now, but I'm about 90% sure I know what y'all will be doing. But I will hopefully send that out to y'all by end of week so you know how to plan and prepare for it. Friday should be half day at the work site. You should be finishing up. And then Saturday morning, you'll wake up, clean around the church, light breakfast, and then leave as soon as possible. Are there any other questions about the week, what to prepare for, what to expect, anything in general, what my favorite color is, just any question y'all got?
Hey, Trevor.
I had one, Trevor.
Oh, we'll go Leslie
Go ahead.
first and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Just real quick, just to make sure I understand, there aren't cots there. It is bring an air mattress or a sleeping bag. Those are your options, right?
Yeah, bring an air mattress, yoga pad, or a cot. Yeah, we have to bring our own.
Okay.
Jeremy?
Yep. I assume they'll have all the materials, right?
Yes,
Ready
they'll
to
have.
go?
Yeah, they'll have all the materials. Now, if you get during the week and realize, especially you with having such a difficult roof, if you pull back, you notice you've got some soggy OSB board and you have to pull it off, and then you realize, hey, part of this rafter it needs to be taken out. You can call up. There will be runners for all the work sites. You just say, hey, I need send me a 2x6, 2x8. I got patch this section real fast. They'll bring you stuff. And that night there should be a leaders meeting where y'all say, hey, this is what we're needing to finish out tomorrow, finish out the week. Or, hey, we need some A-listers on our site right now. Or, hey, these people are a little rough. Can we trade them out for someone else type situation? So kind of like a midweek trade or drafts will happen during the night. That'll be your opportunity to draft Sam Hurd to your work site.
Got it.
Any other questions? All right, so last little bit, y'all should receive a t-shirt during the week. It'll be your mission trip shirt. During the free day, y'all will take a group photo together. What's for dinner and lunch? Okay. I will get to that question in a second, and I will not forget it. Y'all take a giant group photo midway through the week. That will be y'all's mission trip photo that will be hanging up in the Wake Forest space and in the Millbrook space. But that will be y'all's mission trip photo and hopefully kind of your memories for the next some odd years. Also on July 30th is Mission Sunday. We're also going to be kind of doing as a recap of the mission trips that have gone on with the young adult, the youth Puebla, and this youth mission trip. So we'll kind of be recapping all of it that's kind of transpired this year, as well as kind of bring people back around with the things we made at the last, the Lua pads made at the last Mission Sunday. So, and on that Sunday, on that Mission Sunday, is asked that you wear your mission trip shirt, just kind of help recruit, help show that, hey, y'all went on this opportunity. Anna, your question, what's for dinner and lunch? For dinner, I am not sure because I am not making the menu. However, I do know certain people do have allergies. There's tree nuts. And if you want, okay, I'll come to yours, Megan, in a second. I do know people have tree nut allergies. There's some shrimp allergies, a couple other stuff. Everyone that put that they had an allergy that was submitted, so is being tracked by Mission Surf, so they know, hey, this person has this allergy, and to prepare for that. So food wise, they should be safe. For lunches, it will probably be cold cuts, so ham and turkey and cheese. There may be like individual packets of peanut butter and jelly. If the peanut butter is no good for some people, just kind of go upwind to them. But we'll make sure that every worksite is tracking that, as well as I know there are some protein bars that do have tree nuts in them. I'll make sure that they're tracking not to buy those. For snacks for the evenings, if you want to send them snacks, that is perfectly okay. I'm not saying no, just they can't eat it in the bedding area, because then they're going to have ants and cockroaches all in their stuff, and that's never good. So that's just something to be mindful of. But yeah, and snacks in the evening for them is fine. Clark's, how much money do you recommend sending? $40, $30, somewhere in that ballpark, should be fine. And the dinner on Wednesday, maybe $15, $20. And unless they're ordering like the sirloin steak or something, then that's on them. I mean, I know at the beach camp, Archer Milaro went with $200 and spent $155 on I don't know what. So his parents need to teach him stewardship. But that's just something, it doesn't need to be that much. And then as well, and Drew will have a credit card with him, a church card. Carrie will be there, and I've learned that she has the care ministry card, so that may be used and abused as well. But so if kids run out of money come Saturday, when y'all are on your way home, we'll make sure they're covered. All right. Any other questions? Save rounds. Oh, is Sarah typing something? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for your time here. I will send out this video recording so everyone can see it. So if they have any questions or anything, hopefully y'all have covered it. I've covered it. But thank you all for taking time out of your evening. Have a good night.